I see guys like you all the time. Guys that think that the law doesn't apply to them. Guys that think that just because they make a few dollars here and there, that they are God.
Court is now in session. Please bring this courtroom to order. Let's see, the first matter up, we have Mr. Jordan Murphy. Mr. Jordan Murphy, are you present?
Yes, ma'am. That's me. I'm Jordan Murphy.
Do you know why you're here today, Mr. Jordan Murphy?
For speeding, ma'am?
Is that a question?
No, I was speeding. I was pulled over for speeding.
You're being brought in front of the court today by Officer Danica Howard?
Yes, ma'am. This is his 4th speeding ticket this month. Figured I'd bring him in since clearly the tickets weren't scaring him.
So, Mr. Murphy, so were you speeding or were you not speeding? And before you answer that, I'd like to remind you we have a handy dandy radar that will tell us whether or not you were. So please do proceed with honesty.
Yes, I was speeding, Your Honor.
Okay. And I'm guessing money isn't an object for you.
I wouldn't say that.
He drives a Tesla, Your Honor. He's clearly doing all right. He clearly doesn't care about the lives that he's endangering. Speed limits are posted for a reason.
I agree. I shouldn't have been speeding.
But why should he care, right? You have a nice car, a good cushy job somewhere, you get a ticket, swipe your card, problem solved. Guessing all of his problems are solved that way.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Mr. Murphy, I don't think you understand the seriousness of this. You understand Officer Howard here is recommending jail time? She thinks you're an arrogant young man who needs to be taught a lesson. I'd like to know what you think.
Well, I think I would like to not spend time in jail, please.
I see guys like you all the time. Guys that think that the law doesn't apply to them. Guys that think that just because they make a few dollars here and there, that they are God.
Okay, Officer Howard, that's enough. Let's move on with this. Please get on with your official statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Mr. Jordan Murphy, has been accused of 4 counts of reckless driving and exceeding the speed limit of 20 miles per hour. The state would also like to ask that he sentence 10 days in county jail, as well as a fine of $10,000 as a measure to correct and prevent this in the future.
Reckless driving? I thought I was here for speeding.
When you do it 4 times, that's reckless.
Well, 10 days seems fair. $10,000 seems like a drop in the bucket for you, eh, Mr. Murphy?
Look, I know I can come off as arrogant, but in reality, I'm terrified.
Oh geez, how many times did you practice that in the mirror?
I'm terrified because my wife just had a baby. And for the first time in my life, I am not good at this at all. And she's home all day taking care of him, and I'm at work. And it's hard for me to be bad at this. Look, I get it, all right? Yeah, sure. Before, things came to me easily, all right? School, work, even meeting my wife. But this is unlike anything I could have ever imagined, and it happened way too fast and all of a sudden. Okay, the reason why I'm going so fast is I'm at work until 6 p.m., okay? That's when I get done, and I count the moment when I can leave that desk. And then I race home to be with my wife because she's there taking care of our son who won't stop crying. And anytime I try to pick him up and help, he cries even more. So I'm racing home trying to get to be with my wife so that we could at least be there together. I didn't think parenting was gonna be like this. I thought babies slept all day. I thought that in just a little while we'd be in the backyard throwing around a baseball with each other. And look, I'm asking you to just keep into consideration that I'm doing the best I can and I want to be good at this. I want to so badly. And that's why I'm speeding.
How old is your son, Mr. Murphy?
He's 3 months, Your Honor.
I remember those days. If it's not one bodily fluid all over you, it's another. A real magical mess, but a real magical time, right?
Yeah, and I don't want to miss any of it. Not one moment, especially not 10 days.
Well, what do you think, Officer Howard? Did Mr. Murphy manage to melt your heart?
He did a little bit, Judge.
How about a day or two of community service?
One day of community service should be fine.
One day of community service. See? And that's how you end a trial quickly. One day of community service for you, Mr. Murphy. Case dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next.
Thank you, Officer Howard.
Look forward to seeing you in community service.
I won't be late. I'll take my time getting there too. Without speeding.
Unless not on my watch.